Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, currently as Nim the Lycanroc, and this is Dwarf Fortress. Let's go and jump right into it because, yeah. We did find a site with a waterfall. However, said waterfall is... there is a massive canyon. Here we go. So, yeah. You see, here's the waterfall. And then you got all this empty space here. There's where we started. And it goes for like 30 Z levels down to a very, very large river down here. So, yeah. This river is 50 tiles across, by the way. Or 50 squares, whatever you want to call it. It is big.
Lovely. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
Having fun. Coming up with insults.
That's not even an insult, that's just...
Or threats. Yeah, the threats. Yeah, it's a very big waterfall, New Year's. So right now... oh, we've got a... oh, right. I already took care of that. We're good on food now. But we did have a little bit of a scare about food. But we're good now, so it's fine. But on this level, we are going to build our dining hall. Gonna be good. We're going to take advantage of all that mist being generated. Yeah, it goes out quite a ways. Come on, game. There we go. Floor. Keep building after placement. Yes.
Oh, I have a fun one for you, Sim.
Oh?
I hope your prosperous fortress receives many nobles.
Oh, that's just mean.
It's a sign of prosperity, isn't it?
That is just mean.
The world equivalent to something like, I hope you have many encounters with ancient technology. You know, I had a thought yesterday while I was like... no, it was earlier today. So I was taking a shower. You know how you have your best thoughts while you shower, right?
Yeah, shower thoughts.
Alright, so I was sitting there thinking, right? And I realized people really don't know, like, anything about technology. And I don't just mean that in, like, I am a tech support, I am superior way. Like, I had been set into, like, a gigantic thonk moment. Because, like, my cousin, like, he got a PC. Basically, he managed to, like, do the PC stuff. And after some consulting and some shenaniganry, he's gotten the parts. I think he's putting it together, right? But in the meantime, he's been playing on the MacBook that he has. And he was asking me some questions about some of the games that he was trying out. And then suddenly he was like, hey, like, how do I make the game's graphic worse so I can run it faster? And I'm like, you go to the settings menu. The what?
Oh,
I
done,
had that
Brian.
moment. Yeah, I had that momentary thought that, like, how many people have never opened the settings menu in a game? After some asking around,
That is
depressing
actually
amount.
that is an interesting question.
'Cause it reminds me of, like, the other day I was talking to Ren and I was like, we were going through some of the Black Ops 6 options, like, for graphics.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a few of them, like, were cranked up on his end and they were, like, causing, like, obviously, more intense settings, eats up more VRAM, eats up more performance. And I think at some point he was like, oh, no wonder, like, my stream was struggling so much. And that was, like, the first time I thought of, like, why would you ever open the menu and test, like, different graphic settings? And then, like, with the cousin, it was like strike two. And then I asked some of the friends I know who, like, don't, old high school friends that don't ever touch technology, right? And even though some of them literally have, like, PCs and, like, they'll mod GTA 5, for example, I was like, hey, so what kind of graphic settings do you run? And they're just like, I don't know, just whatever the game came with. I've never really touched them.
That is usually one of the first things that I do when I get a new game. Is
Right.
look at the settings.
Right.
I don't necessarily mess with them, but I at least look at them. Go ahead, Brian.
It was an easy one. For me, for some reason, the resolution is almost always set to 1080p. Probably because I used to have a 1080p monitor as the main one, and now my 1440p is the main one. But sometimes games will just launch in 1080p, and I'll immediately notice the blurriness and fix it. But, like, I notice the blurriness because, like, it's just instinctual. I see it and I'm like, oh, it's in 1080p. Let me set it to 1440. And even for some games, I don't notice until I check the main menu. I'm like, why? Damn, this game's running really fast. I wonder if it's in the right resolution. And I just got sent into that, like, wow, people really don't check their settings at all. And I've been asked.
At least a lot of games nowadays will run at least a cursory check to see what they think your system is capable of handling smoothly.
Yeah. But then some games will, like, lean on the lower end of, like they'll try to beef up the graphics settings, for example, for 60 FPS, because that's the console default. They might not try to lean for 144 or 120, and plenty of people will tend to buy 1440p or 144 hertz monitors, even without, like, really intending to get the high frame rates, because they'll just buy a 1080p 1440 hertz monitor because that's the gamer monitor. So, like, it's not that, like, you have to squeeze more FPS, but, like, a game might just look for higher setting 60 FPS, even if it causes a bit more stuttering. Then go for, like, a more stable 144 or a stable 120 or a stable 60 just by, like, lowering the graphic settings and turning on the cap of 60 FPS, but making sure that it always runs at 60, like 0.1 lows at 60. Like, there's always room to, like, tweak them a little. And, like, I love messing with the settings. That's my life. I'm one of the weird people who will open a game and be like, this must be a good game. It has good settings. I like this. But yeah, I had that whole, like, momentary epiphany of people don't touch things. Like, they don't click escape and click on settings. And that applies to a lot of tech. Because more than once I've been asked at work, like, how do I change my background? How do I set a new background in, like, Zoom? How do I, like, blur my thing? How do I change microphone? And it's like, it takes 2 seconds to Google it. Google will provide you better instructions than I do. And that whole thought process came into, like, another comment that I received a bit ago, which is, like, sometimes, as much as I complain about people being, like, dumb with tech, I've made some really silly mistakes. It's just that I learn from them, and I tell myself that I'll never make them again because I was so thoroughly embarrassed by it that I never want to feel that again. And realistically, if I have to sell it in a job interview, I have learned my lesson and become a more well-rounded, well-experienced employee, and I will never make those
Raijin!
mistakes again.
Mwah.
Hey. Bye.
Oh.
Bye, Jin.
Bye, Jin. No.
What did you do? What did you
I
do,
didn't.
Brian?
He's still jealous after the pause yesterday. Raijin was sitting over on your end, so he just had Raijin before, Raijin could take them. But yeah, it just sent me into a whole thought process, and I'm like, I feel like I could write a book about that. Just 50 stupid troubleshooting mistakes I've made and how I'll never make them again. And then into parentheses, but I probably will anyway. And each one is just it's just a little story about that one time I was trying to troubleshoot someone not seeing display on the monitor. And then I realized after half an hour troubleshooting that it's just they had their HDMIs plugged into the motherboard and not the GPU.
Oh
Raijin?
boy.
Mwah?
Raijin?
Mwah? Mwah?
Aw.
Raijin! Mwah.
Yay.
I don't know why, but when I first joined, it defaulted to my phone speakers. So I joined, and then all of a sudden, you might have been saying things to the meeting for my shift.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Oof. Sorry.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
I like the Geeman's version of the story more. You were just testing the waters to make sure there's no food horror tonight.
Why do you bring it back? Why do you remind me of my health?
I will, So you know how certain industries, the people will... It's not quite, wait, we're not 15 in. An ego measuring contest, but it is a point of pride for tech support when we get together to tell, oh yeah, no, my worst story is worse. You were troubleshooting 30 minutes for a guy who was plugging his monitors into his motherboard instead of his graphics card. I once was running tech support on a woman for 2 hours before she would let me look up her account to find out that she had called 3 months ago to cancel, not suspend, cancel her service because she was going on vacation and had never bothered to reconnect it.
Bruh.
2 hours. My supervisors chewed me out for that one. Because if I'd insisted on getting her account information in the first 10 minutes, we wouldn't have been on a 2-hour meander to find out that she had canceled her service.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I know whenever somebody calls, I often try to make sure, at least more than anything, hey, do you actually have an account? Do you have a thing I can actually fix? Or are you just completely at the wrong place? You're at the wrong place. Let me transfer you.
To the right place.
Sometimes. Sometimes I tell them I'll transfer them and I don't know, somebody's urgently calling me for a thing and I have a thing and I can't wait for the transfer because sometimes they'll get transferred but then the other person doesn't pick up, so they get sent back to me and then I have to transfer them to someone else and then I get sent back, so I get transferred to someone else. And so I'll tell them, hey, here's the extensions you want to call. I'm gonna transfer you. If they don't pick up, just just call these numbers. And so I'll just click transfer, hang up immediately and leave.
Every call center I've worked at has had if the wait is over 30 minutes, let them know and cold transfer policy. And the wait has always been over 30 minutes, unless I was in the graveyard shift.
Oh yeah, well, you wanted to be shorter than 30 minutes? That costs money.
Not my money.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hire more people, and then, that's terrible. More money spent. And then people wonder why call center jobs can be really miserable.
Oh, it's because you're getting it from both ends.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot more food and a lot more drink. Sweet.
Normally I like getting food, but sometimes not in those cases. Especially not in that context. But yeah, basically someday that's my goal. I just need to write like 50 stupid tech support stories on how I'll never make those mistakes again.
Subtitle, but I absolutely will.
Yes.
Or until I do.
Yep. And I'll also include some and then I'll release another book about the weird ones. Like that one time I was trying to help someone with their computer after it got some storage swapped around, and basically the desktop image, once you started clicking stuff, would start turning like black. The squares, just pure black squares, would start appearing, and eventually did cover the whole screen. But if you restarted the computer, it'd go back to the normal desktop and eventually do that again. And I was so confused at it until suddenly we realized, oh wait, it's just that the image you were using no longer exists because the storage drive that it was on no longer exists in the computer.
Whoopsies.
Oh my god, this notification sound. I decided to designate this office so somebody wouldn't go try and eat at the table once it's built. And now I'm getting spammed with over 2,000 can't do this notifications.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
Please bring this table here faster.
Build more farms.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Sim, you remember how I said that in Helldiver Studio I have the portable hell bomb?
Yes, they were going to. Why?
You can activate other people's hell bombs while it's still on them. You can also shoot it.
Yes, the good old high yield hokey pokey.
Oh god, one of these gracious can we use on the arm best? Wait. Why do screws always go to the most annoying places to reach for them?
Everything that falls automatically goes to that location.
You don't just fall right next to the chair. You have to fall all the way over on the other side of the table.
Yes.
Could be worse. Have you ever dropped a gaming die?
What?
Have you ever dropped a gaming die? Like D20 or a D8. One of those falls off the table. It's gone. It has entered a parallel dimension. You are never seeing it again.
Yeah, well, it usually just goes to the corner where it's annoying to reach it.
Oh, I actually got a mate
Well,
raise.
I'm-
Okay. Oh, hi, Ben. What region?
I'm back to work after my weekend, and everything's a disaster. Hooray!
What's happened?
So last week, Thursday night, we did a couple of dairy mods, including the egg mod. And over the weekend, someone messed with the egg mod and just completely changed it in a really stupid way. And everyone thought it was our fault.
Well, of course. You didn't know it was your fault?
Sounds like someone wanted an excuse.
Ooh, I have an idea.
That's dangerous.
Yes. Yes, this is.
I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but just figure if you have an idea, it's dangerous.
It is actually legit probably a very bad and dangerous idea.
Do it.
Let's do it in a small location first.
Howard.
Gip gap.
Yeah?
Bad.
Well, just because I said it's a dangerous idea doesn't mean I said it was a bad idea. I love dangerous ideas. They're like my second favorite ideas. Right behind the ideas that I have. I dropped the
Alright.
screw and it just disappeared. I genuinely have no clue where it is. I saw it fall. I saw where it landed. It's just gone. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, the easy way to find it's going to be to take your shoes off.
Yep.
No, it's not in my shoes.
No, that's just how you're going to find it.
Yeah, when you step
Here.
on it.
It's nowhere where I'm gonna step on it at least. Only because I don't see it and I would have already stepped on it. Imagine wearing shoes.
Oh, apparently Rin ate it.
I recommend going to the hospital.
Yeah, it is something that Gib Gab owned, Rin. You have no idea where Gib Gab's been.
Something like that. If you, I mean, I'm just saying, if you don't go to the hospital, you would end up in Dr. House.
That depends. Is it like a wood screw or is it just a fastening screw?
I have no clue.
You don't know if it's pointy or not?
I don't know. It
Oh,
was the armrest of my chair, or like, it just suddenly fell off. I'm trying to find where it is. I don't even know what kind of screw it is. I built it like I set up the chair like what, like 3 years ago. I don't remember when I assembled it, but it was a hot minute ago. Like, how the hell did you end up there? Yeah, at least it's flat. It's not sharp. Okay, you know the like you have like the floor and then like the little like raised part of the like the wall, the floor, and then like the little thing between the wall and the floor to prevent them from like, you know.
the molding, yes.
Yeah, that like it just it fell on the floor and jumped up on top of that.
Yes, things can bounce.
That's a really awkward bounce. Especially because, like, mind you, the place where it was hiding, I couldn't see it because my UPS is slightly taller than that thing. And it fell, like, between my UPS and that little, like, ledge on the thing. That's very annoying. I'm just gonna
What
secure all these.
do I build? Where the heck do I build bars? This is actually my first time ever using bars or grates.
There's a dwarf?
Well, yeah, usually
Oh,
I
you
just
mean
use
like-
solid walls.
You mean like the bars? Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about like a bar.
You mean the place where you get alcohol?
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's a dwarf? What? But then when you said grades, everything makes sense.
Exim has the mod to turn them into kobolds.
Oh, that's true. I mean, same difference. Oh, wait, the screw has been reattached. Life is good again. I'll just go grab a blanket and play Railway Empire. Remember to drink water, hydrate.
I've got a Fanta. That's kind of like water, right?
Drink H2O. Wow.
Okay, well, alternative idea. I'm going to build walls in this space. And then carve fortifications out of them. But this does seem to be working. What I have done is I'm making the main staircase in and out of my fortress get hit by the mist. So literally going anywhere in my fortress is going to result in my dwarves or kobolds getting misted. And they like that. So I'm going to have a lot of very damp, very happy kobolds.
Oh boy.
Yay. The kobold is moist.
That checks out.
And then we gotta do stairs up over here. Oh, yay,
Alright,
they
so this
finally
jerk,
finished that bridge. Go ahead.
for whatever reason, this jerk took tags that go on the first shelf and put them on the third shelf. Took tags that came from 4 sections down, which means 16 feet away from where it's supposed to be, and put it in the first section. Why? They had 2 tags overlapped on one another for no good reason. How does this even happen?
You're assuming that they care, which is first mistake.
Oh, crap.
That's not a good sound.
I've got a kobold with a strange mood. Normally that is very welcome. Right now, where I don't have anything set up yet, that is not welcome.
Oof.
Do kobolds ever not have strange moods?
Huh?
I don't think I've ever run into a kobold that hasn't been in a strange mood. I thought that was just biological imperative.
Ha ha.
I don't know, their default mood is just dragon. I don't think that's too strange. As in, you know, they want dragon.
Oh. Really, game?
Hmm?
It apparently will not let me ignore damp walls to carve the fortifications out.
F.
Oh, maybe it will work. Okay, it does. Cool. I just have to... I apparently have to build a wall, and I can't just carve it out of, you know, just... I can't carve out the fortification with a non-constructed wall. So I just gotta come down here.
In a vacuum, it's kind of a funny sentence. Like, I can't make a fortification out of not a wall.
You know, it is rather funny.
Also, you know Star Wars Empire at War, right?
Yes.
Today, like this year is already a great year for Empire at War. There's 2 like big mod like groups that have been pretty good at releasing updates. Like there's like a few big mods right now. Like probably the biggest ones are the Empire at War remake. You have the EAWX mods, so Empire at War, Fall of the Republic, and Thrawn's Revenge. Both of them are amazing. And Awakening of the Rebellion, which is really cool. And literally in the last month, they've released Empire at War Revan's Revenge for like a quarter setting from the same people that made like Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic. Now they made it in the Coder era. And Awakening of the Rebellion team just made Awakening of the Clone Wars. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, 2 big mods that Another 100 hours for Empire at War.
That does sound good. And they are the scaled version, Rin.
I mean, both are still good.
Big mods for popular games. I wonder how that one Cyrodiil in Skyrim mod's going.
Your guess is as good as mine. Excuse me.
Oh, good. They wanted a carpenter shop.
Yippee.
Maybe. They're trying to claim a workshop. Oh, unpause. Or no? Jeweler? Is that the workshop they want? Gotta at least try and make this kobold able to do what they need before they die.
Why are they about to die?
It's how they work.
I see.
Okay, they wanted a jeweler. Oh, cool. They got all they needed. Perfect. Alright, let's work on a workshop next. Because, yeah, if they don't get to build their special thing that they got inspired to do, they go crazy, and either way, they're going to die. It's just a matter of if they take a whole bunch of my other kobolds with them.
Gotcha. Thank you.
A bloodstone flask. He offers it to the priest of embracing? Really? Ugh. Alright, so we got all these shit up. Have they finished all of these? Cool, they have. So then... let's carve some more fortifications. Purely to allow mist in. Alright, so we got this bridge here, which we're just gonna leave there for now. Yes. Get all the mist. Become moist. Be happy.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh no?
I just can't handle the fact that you said become moist.
But it's good for them to be moist. Yay! We made it through the winter!
Yay.
I seriously need to get to work on defenses, though. I allow myself one get-out-of-jail-free card per fortress, but that does not mean I want to use it yet. Good night, Azure. Be a good boy. Sleep well.
Nighty night, Azure.
Good night.
Alright, let's dig out this space. We're gonna definitely need to set up a proper entrance for the fortress ASAP. Gotta be ready to stop any nasty things from coming in, after all, you know?
Of course. I don't know what he means.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, good dad. Just drink your powdered milk.
Just enjoy
Yeah,
your comfort food.
Enjoy your ultimate comfort food, obviously. Don't worry, Gib Gab.
Saying it like it's a bad thing.
I'm just confused how you can I'm confused how you can have that as your comfort food, okay?
It's just nice to eat. That's it.
Have you tried powdered goat milk at least?
Okay, what? Sorry?
Powdered goat milk.
No.
Alright, we're gonna make some more stoneworkers shops just so we can get this stuff done faster. Because, yeah, we need this done. We need it done yesterday. We need to pet the Brian. We need to pet him yesterday. Pet, 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 pet. Ooh, Cougar Band Caravan. Hey, we're getting muscles! Jeez, we have killed so many turtles. I feel bad.
What do they do to you?
They have done nothing, except apparently they existed, and so my kobolds have decided to turn their shells into bracelets.
Amazing.
Oh, and we got a deer man caravan.
Oh boy.
Sata's people have arrived. Right, Jen.
Present.
Mwah.
Okay.
Raijin, cute.
Raijin is very cute.
Mwah.
Comet is also cute. Hey,
No,
Broken.
I'm ferocious.
Ferociously cute.
So cute.
Alright, we'll start with the cougar men. Alright, for them, I will trade those. Yes, wine, please. We need more alcohol. Sure, we'll take that bag. And this one. I do want to get some various varieties of cloth on hand for my, strange mood kobolds.
Oh,
We've already got
wow.
cloth. I need silk. What's up?
Oh, wow.
Okay, you do not have any silk for me. Very well. In that case, I will take your lungs, livers, just generic moose meat, kidneys from beavers. Okay, so we're getting gray langur lungs, swan livers, beaver kidneys, groundhog meat, mink meat. No, not that. They are a cousin of the Marten, so not that. Oh, okay. We'll grab some honeybee brains.
I'm sorry, what? Not the honeybees? How could you?
Hey, I'm just taking what they brought.
I didn't even think they had them. That's impressive.
Alright, let's trade. And now we trade with the deermen. You get the rings, earrings, and bracelets. We'll take the carrot seeds, the string bean seeds, sandbags. Do you have silk for me? It is looking like a no.
Okay.
Something wrong?
No, I'm still a little bit under the weather from the thing I had.
The massive amount of alcohol?
I only had one thing of alcohol, but it was something that didn't agree with me.
One thing of alcohol.
I don't
Yep,
usually drink
that
alcohol.
was all it
to be
took
fair.
for him to go down.
It didn't. My I didn't like it, okay? It didn't agree with me, and it's kicking my butt because it's just...
It's alright, I
first time
understand.
like that.
But I am going to tease. It is a legal requirement.
I am happy you can't see my face. I'm blushing so hard.
Oh, of course you're blushing. That's what happens when you're in the presence of a child like that.
It's nothing other than the fact that I'm being teased by Nim.
Oh, just wait for their little Brian. You see, Magna, when we meet up at a convention, we'll see just how squeaky you can be.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
So, same thing here.
I don't know if you can call yourself an adult when you, could only handle a single Jello shot.
I didn't like the Jello shot. I can handle more alcohol. than
Wait,
just
that's-
one
Of all the, I thought it was like an actual full alcoholic drink, not just a Jello shot.
I'm gonna be fair. I had the Jello shot. But it's kind of the thing where, like, for me, when I drink anything that has alcohol or anything in it, I don't like the taste of alcohol. Because I was able to taste the alcohol and how strong it was, it threw me off.
Brian, are you Magnet in real life? Are you actually 2 feet tall?
It didn't throw me off in that context. I didn't like it and my stomach got queasy from it, okay? I'm not, like, drunk or anything, no. My body itself didn't like it.
I can understand. I do not like alcohol much myself. But it is still hilarious. I am just waiting for limestone blocks to get done.
Oh, yay. I am so happy that I was actually able to find somebody who wanted to go to Furry Migration, who's also in the rough location that I am in.
Very nice.
One, because I won't be technically paying as much for gas and the hotel on the way up and back. And two, I can actually roughly do that 18.5-hour drive in one shot.
I'm starting to worry about how many people are going to show up for immigration.
Why?
It's a small convention. If all of ZGF shows up, that's like half of the convention.
Oh, which reminds me, if y'all weren't already tracking, we can order the tickets and stuff right now.
Right now, I still need to get my registration for TFF. I've just
dang.
had other priorities on, food and rent.
I haven't ordered my stuff yet, but that's because I talked with a financial advisor in order to help me save money going into the future. And I'm waiting for when I get paid to buy my ticket.
And I am running so low on vape juice.
Oh no. Ugh, in 2 months, I get that boost, a 10% boost in pay.
Ah. Brian, why don't you go ahead and switch to your kobold icon?
Of course.
No particular reason.
Oh my god. That's gonna be miserable. I just like you said for immigration. I remember that I had been like planning to see if I could go, right? And the problem is I am now absolutely terrified of taking a flight. And I do not want to fly, but I'd have to fly like halfway through the country. So I went like, okay, what's the other alternative to just travel there? I could go there by bus, $150. That's not too bad. 40-hour trip.
I mean, to be fair. Oh yeah, no, it's a 40-hour trip. Ugh.
I mean, oh my god.
Bus is the cheapest option. It's also the most miserable and longest.
It's not about cheap. I'm just afraid of getting deported if I take a flight.
How could you get...
Okay, this is...
Yeah.
Not even...
This is... Okay, what came to my mind, which is probably a terrible thing to say, but what came to my mind when you said that was, okay, you get on a flight going to Pittsburgh or wherever the connection is. They're like, oh, it's Gib Gab. And they redirect the entire flight all the way off to Venezuela, drop only you off, and then fly it back here to go to Pittsburgh.
I mean, that would be kind of funny to be fair. I'd do it just for that to happen, so I'd have a hilarious story. But no, like, part of it is because, like, we've got a couple of family members who, like, they were flying back to Venezuela. Like, they're literally flying from the U.S. to Venezuela. Not, like, Venezuela to the U.S., U.S. to Venezuela. And these are, like, people who have been coming and going from the U.S. for, like, a decade plus. They've got tourist visas, rock solid. They've been approved like last year, so like their background checks and everything are really recent. They have good finances. They do have family in both countries, but like they're tourists basically. They come, they stay for a bit, and then they leave, they return, right? No breaking of the law, nothing suspicious. And both of them, people who regularly travel into and out of the U.S., before their flight, were taken to the little room, questioned for at least a couple of hours, and explicitly told, if you don't tell us the answers we're looking for, we will deport you.
I would have been like, wait, so you're going to deport us to the location we've bought tickets to go to?
The problem is, if you get deported, you don't get to come back to the U.S.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. And, like, there is nothing suspicious about them. So all of us are on very high alert because it's like, okay, no touching a plane. Planes are dangerous.
So, the only reason I'm not flying... so there's two reasons. One, I have to get a passport again because my ID that I normally use isn't is only registered that I can use it as a passport under very specific circumstances. And flying up north to go to the convention isn't one of them.
You don't need
Actually,
a
no,
passport for flying inside the US.
Yes, no, I just realized it as I was saying it. I was thinking when I was back in Korea. I'm sorry. The main reason though is because my job, I know what goes on the other side. Not in the cockpit, but the other half of it. And with everything that's happened, I don't trust a lot of the tower stuff.
What?
I prefer not to mess with it.
What do
It's
you-
politics.
Hold up, what do you mean it's not entirely correct, Ren?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Real ID just is part of your driver's license nowadays. So
Oh,
as long
oh.
as you've got an ID or driver's license, you're fine, Ren. But that is
Yeah.
still not a passport. What do you mean, not
Um,
yours?
Not all of them have it, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So
It's been around so long.
yeah, not all
Yeah.
of them have it. My military ID has it under certain circumstances, which is if I require to have a passport. If I'm traveling under orders, my ID covers the passport.
Aren't you gonna be required to be Real ID compliant to even fly domestically this year?
Yeah. The Real ID is required now.
I'm pretty sure you can, like...
I think it went into effect last year, actually.
No, it's this
Oh.
year, I'm pretty sure.
Either way, it's
And-
required.
Yeah, and you can't use.
Well,
Real
hold
ID to
up!
get on
You-
military posts.
What do you mean your driver's license expires in 2053?
Wait, what?
Yep, some states
Oh yeah.
have really long expirations, and that prevents them from being Real ID compliant. I think Arizona is one of them.
Can you not forcibly renew them?
Even if you forcibly renew them, if they still follow under the same guidelines as the past one, you have to have a passport.
LSU.
You don't need
It's one of the rules that I searched up just on the heck of it.
I don't... Yeah, okay. As far as I can tell, if you're traveling domestically, if you have a Real ID, compliant ID, you don't need a passport.
Yes.
People like me need a passport because
Worries.
certain government administrations are getting very happy with threatening people. But you know, it's not too bad. I just have to carry every single important document with me at all times.
Big hugs for you. If worst comes to worst, I will absolutely utilize EGF to employ you and say that you are mandatory for the function of the company.
Oh, hon.
Well, I
Or-
mean, you do provide great content for the channel.
That visa is
how it works.
very, very stringent.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's not how it works.
I know!
Or, I don't know, just put on the ring that I'm sliding over. Put on the ring.
You just said it live, so it's not gonna happen. Look, there is something to be said about like United States Customs and Immigration Services, and it's that if they ever decide to, they can be very thorough. I know one of the immigration attorneys we were consulting once told us a story that like basically the state of Florida sent out polls at some point to like people, just like over mail, like, hey, here, if you live in this county, here's a poll. And it was meant to be a poll to gauge like public opinion on this or that, right? And there's this guy who's an immigrant, and you know, he just received the poll, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm becoming a part of my community, I want to fill out, I want to give my input on this, right? But that was only supposed to be filed by registered voters.
Oh.
And mind you, it's not a voting. It's not even. There is no like legally binding thing to this to an extent. Like it's just a poll. But it was only allowed for like registered voters. And like a decade later, this guy is changing immigration status. He's trying to become a resident. He's trying to do stuff, right? And USCIS pulls out the poll from over a decade ago and goes, "Why did you file this if you're not an eligible voter? You're not a registered voter." They can be a little scary. Whenever they decide to, they'll just look up you, your mom, your friends, your dad, and everyone you know and love. They just don't always do it. They occasionally do it.
I would have personally told him, like, wait, where in the instructions does it state that I have to be a registered voter?
I mean, he got away with like just being like, "I'm sorry, it was a mistake," and then realized basically. Because part of the whole thing that he was doing was like effectively, I believe he was trying to marry someone, and if you are an immigrant trying to become a U.S. Resident or citizen via marriage, basically you are being given a pardon for most of the transgressions you might have committed while trying to become an immigrant, except for like a couple of them. Like it's a little murky, but basically you get pardoned for like not being legally in the U.S. if that makes sense. Because that tends to be the most common thing that happens. So you're effectively saying like, "I'm sorry," and the person you are marrying is effectively leveraging their status as a citizen to give you the pardon. It's a little weird. That's kind of what the process is meant to be. I'm not fully up to date on it because I'm not really planning on marrying anyone quite soon. And basically USCIS is like you're at their mercy as to whether they think, oh, is this like an actual marriage, or are you just getting married for the status? You're just getting married for the status? That's a crime. You can't do that.
Well, I'm sorry you got turned down, Brian.
Sad.
Also, yeah, to be fair, look, I'm not saying I don't like you, Brian. I'm just saying I don't want to wake up to the knife in the back.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Well played, Gip Gap.
There's no way it'll 100%.
There's no way it'll 100% happen.
No. Great. Ah.
Is that a threat?
No, I'm trying to say there's no way it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna impale me, you gotta do it another way, you know? I'll take a spear. Better than a knife.
God damn.
Look, if I'm gonna get stabbed by any weapon, at least I want it to, like, you know, stab me.
If you get stabbed by any weapon, you want it to be a candle salad. I understand.
Be a what?
Candle salad.
Oh.
Candle salad?
Oh god.
The
No, please have fucking mercy.
pineapple, banana, cherry, whipped cream thing from yesterday.
I mean,
Have mercy. Do
You know
not
what? I'll
pull up
take
the
it.
video.
I'll take it.
Why are my kobolds not mining this?
You do the haul order or the mining order?
I did the mining order.
Brian,
Okay.
why are you not mining?
Let's make this priority 1 then.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to find another ant. It's gonna be annoying. I don't want to be on a bus for 2 days.
Could take a train. It's not much better, but
I mean, you say that, but like, okay, train.
Just convince Aido or Ramaru and carpool.
56 hours and 30 minutes.
the train is at least a. You have nice views with it most of the time, and it is a lot
16
more
hours
comfortable.
What's 16 hours longer?
Gib Gab?
Yes, but it's a
What is
more
this?
comfortable experience.
Why is it so long? It's a train. I mean, I guess it's an
Gab.
American train. Yeah, what's up?
Normally I'd ask like, hey, where are you located, so then I can probably pick you up on the drive.
No.
I don't know if that's possible.
No.
You ain't driving to Florida just to pick up Gib Gab.
Yeah.
Technically I could.
Yeah, I mean, I could walk there. Technically, I could.
Okay, look up how long it'll take to walk, because Google tells you that.
All right, fine.
I'm hunting down Gib Gab's message. There it is.
Let's see, that'll only take 633 hours. Which, if you translate it to days, I mean, it's only about a month of walking. So like 2 months back and forth.
I'm gonna go ahead and point out that's a lot of walking through the Appalachian Mountains. Don't.
I like hiking.
Gib Gab.
Yeah, I'm looking at maybe a moment.
Yeah, if you could just shoot me that, so then I know, because I could technically do it.
Look how cute he is. He's so desperate to be with his beloved.
Hold up, he might be cooking.
I'm thinking about this.
Brian. No.
What?
Just no. You're not doing that.
I live kind of close. That's the reason why I'm thinking of it.
I thought he looked
No, you
What
do
you mean
not.
kind of close? But what? Do you understand geography?
I mean, okay, look, the location Brian sent me is actually closer than I thought. It's like the state bordering mine.
Yes, but do you have any idea how big the states are?
Joke.
And then I could travel halfway up the state by train.
And look, I grew up in Texas, the second largest state in the United States.
Third, actually.
What do you mean by that?
Why do you forget about Alaska?
Alaska is the largest. Texas is the second largest.
Then what's California?
Third.
Third. Delimited, I swear to. You know what, Delimited? I'm sad you don't live in Texas. I'm sad you don't live in Texas.
Oh, are we back to crying about people not living in Texas?
Oh, no. Why did I do this to myself? You know, Delimited.
So, got it. I'm gonna just get a muzzle for Brian when we meet at Furry Migration or FWA. That way I can just be like, Brian, just put your muzzle on. Save yourself the embarrassment.
Also, Canada. Canada's a state now.
Canada's not a fucking state.
Yet.
At this rate, yeah. I saw the funniest post of the entire day is that Canada has the funniest opportunity to do the funniest thing in history. Because I believe, like, if Canada shuts off power to the US for a few hours, they would black out the Super Bowl.
Gib Gab, I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to think. You're afraid of flying, so I was.
How big is Greenland?
Smaller than you think.
Yeah, it
836
looks
square
bigger
miles.
because of the way most maps are set up, but it is actually relatively small.
Bigger than Texas and smaller than Alaska.
God fucking.
Though 81% of it is just ice sheets.
Kind of like Alaska.
Hey. At least Alaska's got a lot of oil. And crabs. Because I could never get enough of those, like, Discovery Channel fishing crabs in dangerous Alaskan waters like a real man. When I was a kid. Oh my god. Kobold just roasting the United States.
I'm thinking right now, Gib Gab.
You're good. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
you
we can
are.
smell the burning. It's fine. Just take your time.
Well, because I'm trying to. Because if I make the route that we're thinking right now, that adds 12 hours, meaning it's a 30-hour drive without stops. or
Yeah,
anything.
that is not right next to him.
No,
That's not
it's
even
in-
close to right next to.
The closest I can
Zim.
realistically get is about 6 hours away from Brian.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying it's like a 30-hour drive is. Wait, hold up. Yeah, because it's 6 hours down, 6 hours back up, plus the original 18.5 hours to get up.
Be fair.
Hmm.
Take a bus there.
So, take the train to the first location, take bus to the second one?
That's possible. So at that point, I feel like I might as well just do the whole bus ride, like, to and from.
Well, the reason why I'm asking if you can make it to that one city is because that's just a simple loop that I can make. Go down, pick you up, and then just go back up. It's going to be shorter on the drive. Less that we have to pay for gas.
Take a record-breaking Uber trip.
Oh, please no.
Okay, Gib Gab, look up how much it would be to Uber here or Uber there, if they even let you.
I'll have you know, people, like, I've talked to Uber drivers every now and then, and, like, sometimes we're just chatting, and I'm like, well, you know, how do you, like, work Uber? Because, you know, you're, like, a petrochemical engineer full-time, and you're also a full-time student. How do you do Uber? And he's like, oh, I just do it during the weekends. Drunk people will ask me to drive them, like, halfway up the state, and they'll spend $400 on a ride in the middle of the night, and that's how I make my bank. I just work one night a week, or 2 nights a week, and I make $400 each night. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually search this up real quickly.
I mean, if you're being serious, option 3, I guess, would be for Gib Gab to take a train or a bus to whatever city you would be spending the night in the middle of that trip, and you pick him up there.
Well, Brian, if you're going to Florida to pick up Gib Gab, you might as well pick up Ido and Raharu and all the other Floridians.
I don't have that much room in the car. That's the thing.
Well,
So-
Ido's a fluffy dog, so he doesn't need much space.
Haru's a
I'm trying-
rat, so he needs even less space.
Okay, look. I have a 2016 Ford Focus, okay? I have 5 seats in the car. My trunk space can possibly fit like 3-4 people's stuff. And that's not including if I'm bringing a cooler to hold any drinks and stuff that we want on the way up so we don't have to stop them many times.
I tried. I don't have Uber because Uber doesn't work with my account for some reason. Like if I try to order an Uber, it just gives me an error, and it's never worked. And apparently, it's an issue with my account, and they could never get it fixed. So I'm trying to do it with Lyft. I inputted like my location to the hotel for furry migration, and there's just like a loading bar on the price, and it's not loading. All I can do is just select it and confirm and request it, but it won't show me what the price is. And I don't know if I want to argue with them about a refund just to check what the price is.
Hey, so... Oh god. This is gonna be a painful one. How do I screenshot again? You.
I'm just gonna assume it's too much money for the app to process. Excuse me. Ugh.
There it is. So Gib Gab.
Yeah, I'm trying with Lifterin. Like, I tried to plan a trip, like, without doing it, like, just plan trip, right? To see if it would let me, like, oh, this is what it'll cost in advance. And it just goes, this trip exceeds Lyft's maximum fare.
So Gib Gab, what I just sent you is if you can make it to the one city.
I will. The maximum fare for Lyft is $400.
Oh, damn.
I might have to look into it and maybe let you know. But all things considered, I'm probably just gonna end up taking a bus there. Probably.
Okay.
I'll let you know just in case. I'll keep the option open.
Yeah, because I'm here to assist in everything.
Yeah. And yeah, Aaron, so I was looking at bus tickets. It'd just still come out to like 300 total for a round trip, which all things considered isn't the worst it could be. But it's one of those like, ugh, ow, my wallet.
Hey, the positive thing
Oh,
is that if...
Raijin has decided to visit.
Oh, boy.
Red Panda Men have come.
What?
Wah!
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if anything, Brian. Thank you for the offer.
Yeah, it's no problem. The only thing that I'd ask is, like, if we do this, help pay with the gas, and then...
Of course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make you do that for free. No way.
Yeah, Gib Gab, you know the rules. Gas, fast, or ass.
I mean, I can do the latter.
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna end up being cheaper than a bus because I have somebody else going with me.
Yeah.
Are you sure that person is okay with you, adding an extra 12 hours onto the...
No,
It's
if what
it's only
Brian's,
6 hours.
I mean, if what Brian's planning is the thing, yeah, it's not nearly as much. All depending on like what the pricing comes up to, I could probably go further and make it less inconvenient. So I
Yeah.
mean, it'll just have to be seen. I'd have to like just throw around numbers just to see. No, Rin, the correct solution is to just tie down someone on the roof. We can do Ido. You know how like dogs like to like stick their heads out of the window? We can just stick Ido on the roof.
Yeah, especially since I can't be the one tied up there because I'm the one driving.
Wait, is it actually illegal?
Why
to
do you
tie
sound
someone to-
salty about that?
I'm
don't
trying
think-
not to, okay?
I don't think anyone wants to drive for that long.
Well, yeah. Oh, fuck.
But Keenan, what if I want to tie up the Ido? What if I want to tie up Ido and be like, you are now the fan art machine? Make every fan art.
Come on, please have some silk somewhere. Nope,
All of
none
my
here.
fans hearing the word silk.
Why do I have the feeling that it's Rex's birthday?
What?
What are you talking about?
It's always Rex's birthday.
I'm talking about something that he put in his other channel.
He has another channel?
The Death Squad channel.
Oh, the Discord.
Sorry, yeah, my apologies.
Rex secretly has like another Twitch channel and he's got like 12,000 concurrent viewers every time he streams. He's never said anything about it.
I might be wrong. It might be somebody else's birthday. Because the message is literally just someone's actual B-Day in real time. Look, observe, learn. This message brought to you by the Otsmot My Fucking Birthday I'm a Dinosaur Foundation. Yeah, no, it's somebody else's birthday. I'm just blind.
Okay.
Oh, Brian.
Why else do you think I'm wearing glasses?
Brian, 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 Brian.
Now I feel like I did
I
something.
want the like 3 minutes of my time back that you spent on whatever that was, Brian.
Pet. You're lucky you're cute.
No, we're the perfect tag team. I take your sanity and Brian takes your time. Together we'll take everything from you.
So, Zim, I think I'm going to be drunk a lot at Furry Migration.
What's the worst I could do? Come on. Ask you like a stupid question? Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna bring a little like plastic container with powdered milk and I'm just gonna pop it open in the middle of everything. I'm just gonna eat it.
Cool.
My gut started growling just hearing about that.
I just don't understand why there's so much distilling. It's okay. It's good. It's just powdered milk. When you eat it, it becomes not liquid, but like semi-liquid milk.
The question is, why is it your comfort food?
It's not
Okay.
like a comfort food in the way like chips are. It's just.
I'm gonna be
one of the
right
things I
back.
consider.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh god. You broke Zim, how could you?
Like, okay, right. You have to. It's not like I go like, I'm feeling bad. I need powdered milk. It's more like I want something sweet to eat after I eat. Let me get powdered milk. Or occasionally I'll just stand up and grab a spoonful of powdered milk because I kind of want something, you know. But it's not like if I had ice cream, I'd be eating that. It's the good old reliable, you know.
Well, then why don't you start bringing powdered milk to your work instead of spending $8 on snacks every day?
I don't spend $8 on snacks every day. Excuse you. And also, I actually probably should. I should just bring powdered milk to work.
I checked my work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like bored this entire week because
Hey,
I'm working. I'm mainly working nights, like night singles.
better bored than stressed, am I right?
What?
Better bored than stressed.
Well, yeah, but it's the shift that might be leaving due to the fact being not a lot of people are flying during nights.
Oh, my condolences.
Look, the quote bot is being sensitive. Quote for GibGab's powdered milk intervention. What the fuck, man? What the actual fuck?
We all do weird things with food, okay? Excuse you. I just have a powdered milk thing, and I'm open about it. I like it. Okay?
I do not do weird things with food. I just eat it.
You like barbecue and hash browns, apparently.
I think I'm gonna just do a little cheat code here because I'm gonna get the hotel.
The point of the barbecue and hash browns was just that it's not the literal worst thing you've ever tasted. I get that you're not going to enjoy it as much as other sauces with hash browns, but the literal worst thing you've ever tasted, whatever.
Don't be hyperbolic. Boy. This is just disgusting, that's all.
Okay, perfect. So,
Look, you made the scent fry.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll make you cry.
let's say roughly 3 people is their military.
To be fair, Demon, carrots are good. I hate peanut butter, but carrots are good.
You know what? I'm abusing the fact that I'm in the military for this. Y'all better be happy. It's from the 5th to the 7th.
Me too. All I'm saying is, alright, if you're gonna buy something, my general recommendation is don't make impulsive purchases after nighttime. Make it the next day.
So what I'm doing is figuring out, let's say, because 5th through 7th, let's say we arrive that Thursday, and we want to leave that Monday. So we're looking like 4-night stay. Let's see what we're looking at.
I mean, to be fair, Xenoplex,
God fucking.
you could make your dinner very well cooked, and then it just becomes fuel for your next dinner. Stonks.
So
This group is so fascinating.
Gib-Gab.
Hmm?
Let's say if I were to pick you up. If I were to pick you up and let's say I were to book a room and stuff, would you prefer just a regular room or a suite?
Room sharing would be an entirely different thing. I can't make promises as to that.
What?
Because I have no idea if I'm going to be sharing a room with someone else or what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, a lot of the plans I had got put on a very sudden extreme hold. Like, there is a lot that could happen between now and then that would either prevent me entirely from going or not going, and I need to wait like at least a couple months to finalize any of my plans, which is very annoying.
That is fair.
Yeah, the most I would ask is like if we can carpool, then I can at least like help compensate for that and like pay some for that. But room wise, I don't want to make any promises because yeah. Worst that could happen with like a ticket that I buy is I'll have to cancel the ticket, but I can still like, worse then you just wouldn't have to pick me up. But like if it comes down to rooms and then I end up having to like dip out because they go like, no, you cannot travel, and then it's like, oh, ugh.
Gotcha.
It is very, very annoying.
Yeah, I understand.
And the worst part is, to me, it's literally gonna be like the major date for all of this is gonna be September 10th. Like exactly. September 10th.
What's up with the 10th?
That's when the immigration status I'm currently under is supposed to either expire or be extended from. Meaning, on the 10th, I have to renew all of my documents, which is already very annoying. And normally I would just do that preemptively, but because I have no idea what's going to happen between now and then, I literally have no idea what I'm going to do. Like right now, my life here ends at the 10th as far as I'm concerned. Until we do any more things with paperwork and stuff, like after the 10th, I am no longer legally allowed to stay here until we do anything else. Or if they if they decide to renew the status, which I highly doubt because they already canceled it for the first group. So the expectation is they will for the second.
Gotcha.
It's just I didn't even consider it a deadline until now. I'm just like, that's just my deadline, bruh. That's terrifying. I don't deal well with deadlines. I don't like deadlines. Deadlines are stinky. They should be living lines. Why do they call it deadlines?
Because the project becomes dead upon reaching the deadline.
Wow, just like completion line. Relatable to limited. So I'm gonna really quick research out the headphone battery. Give me a second.
God, my brain's gonna hurt.
Okay, I'm
Just
back.
getting a room's gonna hurt. I was just looking at the prices.
Everything hurts. I'm old. Everything hurts. My bones. My wallet and my eye. And my head from doing taxes earlier.
I keep forgetting my taxes.
Don't forget your taxes. This is your reminder. Do your taxes.
I'm taking care of it tomorrow when I wake up.
Do your taxes.
Bless you.
Oh, sorry. Muted.
You're good. All we heard was a chew.
Yep.
And if you need another one, we can make a pair. Hey, Geeman. Have you ever asked the bot what it thinks of you with quotes?
What's up?
Did you have the thought for like Geeman? Like, what does the quote? What does the quote bot think of Geeman? I don't know if we've ever quoted it being like, quote for Geeman. Oh my. I think it's flirting with you, Demon. Maybe. I mean, hey,
Let's
you
see
know,
my fate.
if you're into it, there you go.
I already know it's going to squirrel and I'm gonna die for it.
Why?
No, because while squirrel has it, I'm dead.
Why?
It's my heart.
Damn. That's a very heartfelt message.
What?
You know, giving squirrel your heart. That feels way too topical. I don't like that quote. Hi, Hypno Daddy. So we're just carrying like, wait, we're just dabbing around in the meantime. We're looking at the bot being sentient again. I guess sapient at this point.
Oh no, they turned Nim into a Beyblade. No. Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Lightball.
Hmm?
Are you a shipper?
I've been known to dabble.
Do you enjoy sinking ships?
The hilarity of you asking Lightbot if they're a shipper.
Well, because the quote bot like did a quote for Lightpaw, and it's like it's related to shipping. So who knows? It might be relevant.
I would dare even say that Lightbot might have been the original ZGF shipper.
I don't know anything about it. That's why I'm asking. Okay, you're the one who knows like the CGF lore by heart. Okay, you're you're Tolkien, and the CGF is your Lord of the Rings.
Good God. Oh no.
So for context, I mentioned this earlier, but in the Retrograde Renegades campaign, my character, not just me, my character had a document in the server that was everyone's preferences and whether or not they might be compatible with one another.
That's kind of adorable.
They called it their
It led
shipping
to
grid.
it led to a side episode where they were trying to get Zim's character, the professor, to go on a date.
How did that go?
It went awfully because
Oh,
it
yes.
was at the very end of the episode we realized that the professor's gay.
Yeah, they put him on a blind date, or no, it was to a freaking sent him to just took him to a bar or something.
Oh, so they
And then
just
he's
dropped him blind at the bar.
It occurred at the same time that Benny was currently gender swapped thanks to the potion. And I believe at the end of it, Benny ended up hooking up with the professor's original intended date, while the professor went back to eat ramen noodles and work on research in his laboratory.
That's actually kind of funny.
Hey, Hypno Daddy. Hey, Gold Osborne. Or Osborne.
My condolences for waking up so early, Hypno Daddy. Those are inhuman hours. If I get the new job, I'm gonna have to wake up at those kind of hours.
Joke.
Wait, what kind of hours?
My new job would be like 8:30 a.m. to probably 4:30 p.m.
Oh, you poor soul.
I can't wake. I'm used to waking up at like midday. My job is 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
I want you to know that one of my shifts, I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning if
You're
I'm
in
not doing PT in the morning.
Look, I'm sorry, you're in the military. Like, I don't sympathize, but like, I don't know, you chose that life, okay?
You're not wrong.
I'm mostly choosing this job because it pays like $10,000 a year more for starting salary.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I really, really, really hope I get it.
Jobs I'm training for are supposed to start at good numbers too.
Nice.
Just remember me when you guys get these big jobs. You know, all the entertainment and hours we spent together.
Of course.
Where do you think a lot of my money is going to go?
Exactly.
Taxes.
Taxes.
Oh,
You are not
wait.
incorrect.
Wait. Gib-gab.
Yeah.
If you start at that new job, doesn't that mean more money's gonna get pulled out from taxes because you'll have 2 W-2s?
No. It's not how it works.
No, that is not how it works at all.
The W-2 just tells it's basically a document to tell you, or the IRS, I guess, depending on how it goes through, what your income was, how it got taxed. So for example, for me, it's like, hey, this is how much you made. This is how much was sent to the different taxes. And that's basically that. And it, like, obviously there's like a bunch of information in there, but that's basically the purpose of the W-2, to be like, you made this much and this much got withheld from taxes if they did that, this much went to benefits or this, that, dependent care, yada yada.
Gotcha.
For me, for example, a bunch of my taxes just got withheld preemptively, and then basically they get given to the IRS without me having to make the payment, which makes it easier to budget for taxes because I don't have to for the most part. I save a little in case they under or overpaid, and then there you go. Which just makes it ever more funny when people say that like people like me move to the US, get jobs, and don't pay taxes because I'm here paying for Social Security, even though nobody in my family will benefit from Social Security and for like decades. Nor am I going to benefit from half of those federal programs. I'm paying for Americans to get their stuff, and they're complaining about it.
Pet.
I will be salty. I'm paying for that person complaining on Twitter's grandma's retirement. That's gonna be how I lord it over the future and people. No, God, Osborne, you don't understand. I already am in the US. I can't move to Canada. I mean, I could. Maybe I should look into it. Until Canada becomes a part of the US.
Apparently, the rent and real estate prices in Canada are bonkers.
Yeah. But I mean, are they not here anyway?
Yeah, they're kind of really bad here as well.
They're always bad, aren't they?
Actually, I think they're worse here.
Oh, good God.
It depends on a lot on the area and the state. Some places have absolute bonkers prices, and then others are like, it's a little more manageable. Too high, but more manageable. My supervisor was telling me that his sister recently moved to like some place in one of the two Carolinas, and she's like his sister's living comfortably in the city, like 20-minute drive away from work, kind of nice, and she pays like $700 a month and is making over $60K a year.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, excuse me, where's that? And he wants to move there. Yeah, the limited, that I know. People, where the prices are kind of wild, even in Australia. Also, so Osborne, here's the thing about like getting someone to vouch for me in Canada. I know like one person from Canada. I don't even know them well enough to get them to vouch for me. I know more Australians who would vouch for me,
I
but how many
will.
Australians?
I will definitely say that the trying to get citizenship in Canada is nigh on impossible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually do. I've got a friend that is trying to get in up there, and they're basically saying no more Americans.
I'm fully understanding. So maybe.
It's gotta be bad, man.
It's a bit of a broader issue across a lot of countries. But yeah, I know the US actually did have a program for people like me to get vouched in the US with a lot of different rules and exemptions. So, had it not been canceled immediately, like in the last couple of weeks, I would have maybe liked to take advantage of that, but they canceled it basically instantly. Because, you know, that's bad. You can't have Americans vouching for immigrants. Okay, delimited. But what if I said I wanted to work for the mining companies in Western Australia? Or what if I said I wanted to work in agriculture and like in the terrible middle of nowhere parts of Australia? I'm sure that would bump me up a bit up the ladder. Darn. What are Australia's skill shortages? What kind of skill issue is Australia experiencing?
I mean, they had the mail closure earlier this year. USPS refused to, couldn't send anything up there.
Sorry, I didn't listen to anything you said. Can you repeat that?
What?
Can you repeat what you said? I didn't listen to any of it.
Okay. Their postal service and everything had a strike up in Canada, meaning that nobody could send mail to Canada or from Canada.
Oh, lol. Rip.
Meaning that if, like, I wanted to send something to somebody up there, I couldn't.
Oh, apparently retail managers are a skill shortage occupation in Australia.
We definitely have a glut of that.
Long training gap, skill shortage in Australia. Early childhood teachers, therapists, physiotherapists, nurses, solicitors, social workers, metal fitters, and machinists and electricians. This entire first part of the list, I'm like, okay, I see the comments, so we're talking like mostly healthcare, and then it's like, yeah, machinists, metal fitters, electricians.
Raijin cute doo 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 doo. Raijin cute doo 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 doo. Raijin cute doo 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 doo. Raijin cute. Mwah. And sorry, Osborne. I don't like ads either, but unfortunately, I gotta be able to eat. Otherwise, these streams don't continue.
Yeah.
I believe you have to eat. What the heck, son? Ah, that makes sense a little bit. You know, sometimes staring through the staring through
Hello,
job lists
Loberon.
sometimes has. Hi. So this is like sometimes staring through job lists is like the most fascinating jobs. Is like dental laser technician. Like, I mean, that makes sense.
Joke.
But it's just like such a weirdly niche job. Kind of love it.
Present.
The Rajan has spoken to me. I am blessed this day.
Yay.
I don't think I've ever had a fortress this full of happy people. This mist is really helping. They really like getting all moist.
Wow.
Nice, Loberon. Oh, no. I'm just getting them moist, Loberon. You see, to get anywhere in the fortress, they gotta walk right behind the waterfall here. And I've got it little windows here that let the mist go in. So they gotta go up and down this staircase, and they are definitely gonna get hit by some water on the way.
I mean, look, to be fair, this is just consideration, alright? Once you encounter like the magma caverns when you dig deep enough, you'll need cooling and ventilation, right? So they can just head over to the staircase and they get cooled down. The clip would just call you a bug. What?
I guess it did.
The quote bot got hands. Man. First it wants to make Geeman require repairs. Now it's calling you a bug. Jesus. Fuck, the bot might hit harder than David. Also, Zim, really quick. I was commenting earlier that I found it kind of funny. I don't think you heard that one. If you really think about it, the Agents of Reflection party is just way too, it's too genre savvy, as Asher will say. Like, think about it, right? We encountered one of the big three big bats, right? He turned around and we just immediately struck him in the back. There's no mercy, like, oh, you're gonna walk away? No. He went to transform? No. Get punched. Another enemy? Oh yeah, we could walk into the room and confront them. Nah, sneak attack. We're like
What?
sometimes when you stare, like sometimes you stare at a cartoon show and you just go like, "Oh well, go hit him. His back is turned. Why are you waiting for him to like get his weapon? No, just shoot him in the back." And we're just like, "Yeah, okay, shoot him in the back." On Saturday.
Oh, yes. Yes. Of course.
Kishal's a little too sneaky.
No, not yet. He is nowhere near sneaky enough yet.
He's minimally sneaky.
I keep failing my stealth rolls on now.
Not Kishal, apparently.
I'm still so depressed about the tires.
About the what?
Oh, did I not tell you I had to replace my tires
Yeah, you did.
on my car? Yeah, I was so depressed about it because I finally had a really good month where I saved a bunch of money. And then that happened right at the end of the billing cycle for my credit card. And it's like, okay, well, I saved $0. Nice.
Yeah. Been there. Hey, Squid Coder! Good to see you again. Alright, so just to make sure my kobolds don't accidentally yeet themselves into the river below, or apparently lose a whole bunch of stuff, what the frick? Oh, one of the, okay. So it wasn't one of my kobolds here. It was one of the, merchants, it seems, that, wound up at the bottom of the, waterfall.
Ah.
They are dead.
Oof.
Wait, you made it, Squid Coder?
Oh, I know, Squid. I just haven't bothered with it. Because it takes time. A lot of time. Unfortunately, it is not free stuff. Because I gotta be... I don't have a means of actually getting that stuff. Okay, without cheating.
Oh god.
I mean, yeah, I could do that with cheating, but I don't really want to cheat for it. What kind of workshop do you need?
Joke.
Oh, that's sick, Squid Coder. Nice.
Hey, Squid Coder. There is a particular feature that used to be in the prior version of Dwarf Hack, DF Hack, for creating a unit. Is there any chance that can come back? Because I really enjoyed... So, back before the Steam release, I had the option for people to redeem to have an animal person spawned in with their name and some skills that they wanted. And that extension has not been updated since it came to Steam. And that's part of why it took so long to actually return to Dwarf Hack. Or to Dwarf Fortress. Is I want that back. I want that card. I want to re-enable that card so we can have a bunch of animal people in the fortress. It was literally create unit. Let me bring it up on the wiki documentation, whatever. That one.
Joke.
But I would be so very ecstatic to see that come back. You have no idea how happy I would be. I like having fortresses with a whole bunch of different people and species and such in it. But I can't. So please, bring it back. No point smoothing these walls yet when I don't know. Well, actually, down here I do know that I won't be doing it again anymore, so that can be smooth. I also need to figure out what workshop this person wants. I think they're a clothier. Oh, it's in here.
Minecraft is racist.
What?
The main menu just said, "Don't feed chocolate to parrots," and I feel attacked. Bruh. I want chocolate.
Okay, so clearly this kobold's going to need some silk. I do not have silk. I tried getting silk.
Oh.
I do find it funny how, I find it funny how, Toshime was warning me that my kobolds would get swept into the, away by the waterfall. And none of them did. None of them have.
Yep.
Yet. However, the merchant did. I think I will use the auto dump thing.
Him and I was already aware the bot didn't like birds.
Hey, Squid, how How do I use this command?
Oh no, why did he use my quote for birds? Oh,
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
used my quote. That's like the worst thing about it. And I know exactly what it's referring to. I remember that game.
Hey there, Eric. But yeah, any chance of bringing back that, create unit command? Ooh. Oh, there's a lizard down there in the river.
Oh boy.
I don't know what the slash sandbox does. Oh, okay. Yeah, I personally just really want the ability to bring in, to create units back.
Duke.
My kobolds are working so slow. No bins for ammo. I don't know if that bug has been fixed, but there was a bug at one point where if you had ammo stocked in bins, it would just become inaccessible. So I do not allow bins in my deposit area. Or in my ammo stockpile. Well, yeah, it's more nuanced than that. Yeah, you're right, but... Oh! Apparently this peasant is a insane doctor.
Crazy.
They're a legendary wound dresser, legendary suturer. Why are they labeled as a peasant?
My man.
Duke.
Man, I'm starting to want to get back into backpack or something.
Get back into what?
NetHack or ADOM or actually I should probably eventually learn Cogmind.
Good night, Dido.
Night night, Ido.
Nini.
Still no migrants? Why am I not getting any migrants? I really need more kobolds to do work.
I have no idea why kobolds aren't working for you. You're such an amazing boss.
Listen, you. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Hey.
You know how sometimes you get an achievement in the game that makes you do a double take and you're like, oh no, I'm in danger?
Yeah.
I'm just flying around in Minecraft with this mod that has like a different world gen. And I just get an achievement called Pacific Rim. Find an area with high volcanic activity.
Oh, that's danger.
Yeah, that's my thought. Whoops. Not like I was gonna settle here. This island's too small. I need them bigger.
Enjoy your
Oh,
stay.
thank you for the follow, Squid. It sometimes happens. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be switching games here. So, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. Oh no, Squid.
What did Squid do?
Left their girlfriend on, red.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Weird.
But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Dwarf Fortress. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I could not do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Adios. Stay safe.
Blah.